All right, let's go for day 5. As usual, I haven't read anything yet. I've just gotten the puzzle input in a file and just a main method here. So we're going to discover the problem together. Okay, boarding pass. Okay, we want to go through the boarding passes. I don't even know what they look like. Let's see. How does it look like? Okay, like a bunch of... So B is back, L means left, and R means right, F front, okay. So binary space partitioning. 128 rows, so I'm just going to keep that in mind. 0 to 127, each letter tells which half of a region a given set is in. Oh, okay. Oh, that's going to be for loops forever. Okay. Okay, I understand. So using F and B, we're basically going through half every time. The last 3 characters were either L or R. Yeah, okay, so we're sorting through the rows and then the columns essentially. Means to keep the lower half, R means to keep the upper half. If I was being smart, but I don't know if I can do that live, but it looks to me like essentially you can, if you take those, you're ending up with something like this binary representation of a number. So that would be, you know, 1 and then 2 and then 4 and then, yeah, essentially something like this. So you could find that back, given that the first one is 127. Yeah, that looks good to me, actually. Let's try that out. And then, okay, the last 3 are giving you exactly what you want. The seat at row 44, column 5. Yes, every seat has a seat ID. Multiply the row by 8, then add the column. Okay. What is the highest seat ID on a boarding pass? All right. So we're going to play it like this. I'm going to copy that. As usual, in those videos, I'm trying to go as fast as possible. I'm not trying to go for something clean. I will clean that up later. I would go like I usually do at Event of Code, which means, okay, let's get rid of that problem as soon as possible in the dirtiest way possible that still works. Sometimes it does bite me. Why is that a read-only file? What the heck is happening now? New file, input 5 tests. So this is number 1, this is number 2, and number 3. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna do something like this. We're gonna take do I want a data class? Yeah, okay, let's go for it. Why not? We're gonna go call seat, and then it's going to have two values. It's going to have a column, which is going to be an int, and a row, which is going to be an int. And row, okay, we're gonna go row first. Yeah, it would be better to do row first and then column. And then we're gonna do a fun seat ID, and that's gonna return. We said, yeah, so there's row times 8 plus column. Yeah, so what we want is we're going to do it in 2 steps. We're going to do, I think I'm not going to do it functionally today. Screw it. Well, actually, okay. I guess I could. Let's see. I'm gonna do it in for loop right now. For line in lines. So now I have my line. I want to say encoded row. It's gonna be the line dot a subsequence starts at 0, and we said what's gonna be 5 first, right? 7. Wait. Binary space partitioning, 7 characters. Okay, so we want 0 to 7 encoded colon equals line dot subsequence, and we want 7 to line dot size or length. Okay, and I'm just going to print that to check that we're good. And I never do templating myself. I just let IntelliJ offer it to me graciously because I'm a lazy boy. So this should come. No, not even? Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's happening now? Big decimal. What's happening? The car sequence. Yeah, okay, I want to string. Sorry. And that's why it wasn't giving me the template. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we're good. So now I'm gonna create a little function called fun get colon, which is gonna take a encoded column as an input. It's gonna be a string, and I'm just gonna return an int. I'm gonna start with the easy one. Let's see. How do we do that? So we go from 0 to yeah, it's essentially the same. Okay, max colon 7. And yeah, it's I guess when I'm done I could do that with a simple functional style. I'm gonna do colon equals, we're gonna start at 0, and I want a var, and I'm gonna do for C in encoded colon, if this is going to be a when in Kotlin, but I'm just going to let IntelliJ tell it to me soon. But let's see. So 0 through 7 are. So if our C equals R, oh well, toString equals R. How do you want to do that? R takes the upper half, 0 through 7, 4 through 7. Equals 0. I don't like the way I'm doing this, but so we're going to start with a range, and the range is essentially max call minus min call divided by 2. That's going to be 7 divided by 2. It's 3.5. And I want what is round doing? I think round is what I want. Let's try it out. What happens if I do 7 divided by 2? Does it give me 4? It's going to give me 3. Why 3 though? And why twice? So yeah, okay. Let's do first. 7 divided by 2. Kotlin integer division. I want 1 up, not 1 down. Yeah, I can be dirty and I can round the to double. Is that round or seal? What is this give me? 3.5, right? 3.0? Do I have to change that to a double first? It's a little annoying. let's see, println 7 2. Yeah, that should work, right? 2 double. I think this should be fine. Okay, that is fine. And then divide it by 2. And I want to round that. I want to close that. There you go. Okay, so let's see. So we're going to start with the max colon at 7 and a min colon at 0. I'm going to work with the range. And we just said we want to double the max. Hop, hop. And I want an int. And we do colon equals colon plus range. So we go to 4, and we go to 2, yeah. And if, in the case of the other, we don't do anything. But we do have to update range though. So now we say, I want to redo that every time. And now I want to say max colon equals. So the next time, what is the maximum going to be? I'm doing it in a such complicated way. So we go from 0 to 7. Now we're going to go from 4 to 7. So we want to. So now the min colon, oops, is going to be range. And otherwise, the max colon is going to be range. Would that work? Well, let's test it out. And we want to say println get colon encoded colon y because you don't have a string. Okay, I'm gonna cast those now to not have a problem. So that's going to crash because I'm not returning anything. Of course, we want to return colon in the end. (994) 774. Okay, so what's happening? We have R, R, R. So we go from let's see that println. I don't want to debug because with OBS debugging is way too slow. It's going to be horrendous if I do that. So I'm going to debug it with prints, which is going to be the easiest for me. So I'm going to print range every time. I'm going to print the actual column that we find. So we start with 4. We have 2. Oh, but the min colon is also moving, right? So if I go, no, the max colon is still 7. So we go between 4 and 7. Let's see. Hop. I'm going to use the same example as them. And the output is 3. And he's not working. Ah, I'm having bugs already. So my colon is 0. Okay, and what if I so we go between 0 and 7. Yeah, now we take up. We want to go between 4 and 7. So min colon max colon. This is so slow when I'm recording. So 0, 7, 0, yes. Then 4, 7. And here, what is range gonna be? Okay, 4, 7. Five, 6. L means we keep the lower half. So we get colon not moving, 4. And the max is now 2. Oh, that's very wrong. Okay. That's max colon minus range, right? Five. Yes. Okay. So let's try again with the other tests we have. This guy. This guy. And this guy. And we're gonna hide this and this. So 5994. 5994. So we still have this problem here. Okay. So what's happening when we have RRR? 0, 7. So that's 4, 4. We get 8. No, we get 6 plus 1, 7. It should be 7. Why is it 9? Max colon should never move, right? So we would have colon at 0, then we put it to 4. We put the minimum to 4. Then we go again. 7 minus 4, 3. 1.5 divided by 2, that's 2. So we do colon 4 plus 2, 2. Min colon is going to be it's going to be colon. This debugging. Yeah, it's min colon plus range. Actually, I don't want to use colon. I don't know. So it's plus equal range. Same bug as here, actually. Okay, let's try that. It should be 7 now. 5774. The good thing is we call that get colon, which is nice. But if we do max, and we put an int here and a min, and we put a int here, and we do max colon is max. Well, and we replace that actually. Min, like this. We should be able to use that for rows too. So let's try that out. So this is going to be, I'm going to rename that to get, and then I'm going to do fun get colon. The naming is not correct for get anymore, but I don't care. I'm just going to get it like this, and then it's going to be equals get encoded colon 70, and then get row should be encoded row, and the max is 127. And now if I have my seat, what I can do is I can print the seat, and every time I do get row encoded row, get colon encoded colon. Let's do row and colon first, yes. And plus space plus, oh, okay, val sit. Jesus, there's vars everywhere. It's day 5 and I'm already at vars everywhere. So, okay. I'm gonna do sit plus space plus sit dot get sit ID. Should do toString already. Oh yeah, but if I toString it, it's gonna realize that I can use a template maybe? No, not this time. Oh, that's not working at all. Okay. But 5774, 5774. Now what is happening with the encoded rows? What did I do? Encoded column. Get row. Well, it should be the same, shouldn't? Oh, okay. Of course. Ah, that complicates things a little bit. That makes it messy. I don't like it. But so top val is going to be a string, and it's going to be a string. We forgot to say it's always going to be R and L. Okay, given that all of our input is correct right now, this is going to work like this. So this is going to be R, and this here I want to be the top val, and then here I'm missing upper half. Yes, upper half is B, because otherwise, of course, it always takes left, and then it's 0. $44.70, please, 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 please. So $44.70. Did I just lose? Okay. 1402. Okay, looks like it works. Sadly, but it works. I can definitely do that functional with a fold. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is val seats equals mutable is. My IntelliJ is running so slow, I can't believe it. It's just broken. Oh my god. Allez! Oh, ça m'énerve. I don't have time for that stuff. I hate you. Damn you, IntelliJ. Power hog. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording, restart the software and start again, I think. Just crashed on me. Yes. Crash, please. Get... Allez. Okay, I restarted IntelliJ. Let's see if we get completion this time. Still not. Just totally lost completion. That's great. I am running nothing on my computer except for OBS. Like, I can't press inputs anymore. Whoop whoop. Okay, that's gonna be fun. So I want seats.add this guy every time and then what I'm gonna do is seats.filter. I completely lost integration. No, it's back. Hallelujah. Okay, for each seat, is there like a max? Functional max? Oops. How does max by work in Kotlin? Okay, I have something. Oh, it seems to be deprecated. Okay, max. Is that gonna work? Let's see. Println of this. Let's try it out. Oh, yeah. Okay. What does that return? Yeah, we can make a save call. Seat ID. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like there's always a result. $980. Let us try that out. That is not. Answer is too low. Okay, am I using the right input? Yes. Interesting. Var max seat ID equals 0. Let's do it the dumb way. Max seat ID equals hop seat.seat ID. Well, if seat ID greater than max seat ID, then seat.seat ID else max seat ID. Hop. Again, I have like a top of the line MacBook Pro. I'm running no extensions. I don't understand. I can show you my OBS CPU is at 30% on an 8-core machine. I don't understand how that takes so much time. Seems so complicated. I don't want to hate on IntelliJ because I love Kotlin and I love their products, but I don't know, sometimes it seems very huggy. Okay, 980, so I have a bug somewhere in my software. Wait, did I get it wrong? 980? Okay, it was correct. I just had entered something wrong somehow. Great. So we're gonna remove that. And this. Oops. The whole seat ID thing is not needed. Okay, part 2. This is very ugly. So your seat should be the only missing. It's a completely full flight. Time to find your seat. What? The fasten seatbelt signs have turned on. Time to find your seat. It is a completely full flight, so your seat should be the only missing boarding pass in your list. However, there is a catch. Some of the seats at the very front and back of the plane don't exist on this aircraft. So they'll be missing from your list as well. Your seat wasn't at the very front or the back. Seats with ID +1 and -1 from yours will be in your list. Okay. Well, let's see. I do have a list of seats. I do have the list of all the seats, and I'm thinking, but the seat ID should be. So okay, I'm gonna sort. I'm gonna sort the seats. So sorted seats equals. No, actually, I'm gonna start by. So what I want is I want to extract the seat IDs because the seat ID is going to be a growing line, and then I'm going to have a hole in the line, which is easier to find than which seat is missing. So seat IDs and seats. I'm going to do seats.map, and then for each I want to return seat ID and the seat. So now I have a bunch of seats and seat IDs, and then I'm going to do seat ID and I want to sort it by 8.second. Sorry, 8.first then. Is that returning something? And again, spinning, 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 round, round, round. Result. And what if I brute force it? Println result. Result dot for each println it. How do I do? Does it work for each? I never do for each. For each, yes. Print ln it. And then we do it like this. Okay, it's a bit more stupid than I was expecting. I have to find the missing one in there. Let's see. I want to filter with next. Kotlin filter with next. Picked up about predicate, yes. Testing predicates, yes, but I want to know item. Can I do that? Ooh, no, it sounds horrendous. Can I do that? Okay, let's try. Result dot filter it dot first equals it dot. Yeah, there's no next. Okay, I'm gonna be a dirty pig. So I know that the first result is 40, right? So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna filter indexed because it's not gonna run in production, right? I just want to save myself time right now. So I know if I filter with index, we're gonna have 0, 40, da da da. So what I can do is I can do, okay, you know what? I'm gonna filter index is not pair dot first plus 40. That should give me one result. Because it's going to start at 0, then 41 is going to have index 1, etc., etc., right? $39, maybe. Maybe index starts as 1. No. Yeah. What? Filter index, yes. What is happening? Pair dot first. 40, right? 40. Index. This should be 40. Oh, I'm doing it the other way around. Jesus, I'm tired. And that's going to be different, not equals. Yeah. Yeah, and then, so that gives me the first one. No, too high. What? Okay, let's go back and check. 608. 67. We see it here. So it kind of helps. No, 37 seconds. Okay, I'm ready. So let's see. Maybe CPU is not a problem. Maybe memory is the issue. Oh yes. Ah, there's almost nothing running on CPU. Yeah, OBS is a little bit of a problem right now. Yay! Okay, so that's the end of day 5. Which actually, yeah, it wasn't that dirty. I mean, we managed quite quick. Yeah, there wasn't too many bugs at the very beginning, so that's nice. Yeah, see you tomorrow for another one.